Ah, what makes Christians worthy of heaven? I'll say it again. The answer is faith. That's all it takes. Believe in what can't possibly be true and close your mind to the atrocities your God promotes, and you'll make it paradise. I know somebody has probably already thought or said, it's not just faith, works are involved. Faith without works is dead. Okay, but what works? Not good ones? Oh, some are obviously good, but let me repeat what I said in a previous video. You condone slavery and child murder. You also think it's cool to murder a son who curses his parent, or a woman who's not a virgin when she gets married. Shoot, you think it's good to murder somebody who picks up sticks on Saturday. And again, I know I've said these things 1,000 times, but I'm repeating them here to say that even if you are a Christian who thinks works are necessary for salvation, it's not good works. It's just whatever works your God says are good. Or honestly, he doesn't even have to say the behavior is good. It's not always good, and he knows it. Or would if he existed and had any sense. It's just whatever he wants at any given time. I actually mentioned in part one of this series that obedience is important, at least to some Christians. And we tend to think that obedience is a good thing. And it can be, of course, but it's not good in and of itself. And the obedience Christians practice has nothing at all to do with goodness or morality. So it still all comes down to faith. You believe and trust your God. You think he's good no matter what evil he does or what evil he commands you to do. So yeah, your supposed salvation still revolves around your faith that your God exists and is in fact good and capable of telling you what good is. It's your faith that he is good and everything he tells you to do is good. And your faith is wrong. Faith in a deity is nothing anyway. It has no substance. It presents no proof. It's just an idea in people's minds. And it's based on nothing except the words of men, not of God. I want to use one more illustration to show this truth. And I should have told this story in part one, but I didn't think about it at the time. When I was a little girl, maybe 4 or 5 years old, my older sisters would make horses for us younger sisters out of corn stalks and corn silk. The horses were adorable and I loved them. Well, one day my sister said something that really excited me. They told us that if we put our horses in Mommy's sewing machine drawers and left them overnight, the next morning there'd be real live horses. Naturally, I believed my sisters. I believed them with all my little heart. I couldn't wait till morning so I would have a real live horse to ride. Obviously, my sisters lied, but I had good reason to believe them. I mean, first, I was a child who didn't understand that magic like that can't happen. Second, my sisters were the creators of the horses. If anybody knew what magic might come from them, it was their creators. And unlike how it is with the Bible, I wasn't getting my information secondhand or third hand or fourth or whatever. I was getting it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. And fourth, my sisters loved me and I trusted them. They weren't ancient men I didn't know. But although I had fairly good reasons to have faith, my faith wasn't rewarded. Why? Because as I keep saying, faith is meaningless. Let's get back to the biblical definition of the word faith. That's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Let's apply that definition to my situation with the horse. My belief that a real horse would emerge from the sewing machine drawer was the substance of the hoped for live horse. My belief was the substance. Do you know what substance is? It's the tangible or physical matter of the object or thing. My belief was the substance of the horse. That's my belief was the live horse. My belief was also the evidence of the live horse, but there was no horse. Do you see how ridiculous faith is? It's nothing. Nothing is why Christians are worthy of heaven. But that's okay because heaven's existence is based on faith anyway. There's no evidence that it exists any more than there is that the God Christians worship exists. No more evidence than that my live horse existed. And anyway, listen to this. Remember how I said salvation is a free gift from your God? Well, this faith you think saves you is also called a gift from your God. So is repentance, by the way. Again, according to the Bible, salvation is a gift. You can't buy it or conjure up what it takes within you to achieve it. It's not in your hands. If you have faith, it's simply because your God chooses to give you faith and thus save you. And the rest of us, He's chosen to keep faith from because He made us for destruction. You see, as the book says, it's not in you who might will to be saved, but only in your God who has mercy on you because of your faith that He gave you, but not to others from whom He denied faith. You, if you're saved, are doing nothing to make it happen. Your God's just blessing you while He, for some crazy reason, chooses to curse most of us. So, to answer the question I asked in the beginning, what is it that makes Christians worthy of heaven? Nothing. Nothing makes you worthy. Even if any of this were real, you just happen to be given faith and repentance. So maybe instead of condemning those without faith, you should apologize to Him for your God, since He deliberately has chosen not to grant faith and salvation to them. Faith is nothing. Heaven is nothing. And nothing makes Christians worthy of nothing. Thank you all. Bye.